What's up guys, Dylan here, and today I want to talk about some of the attachments you have on the Vitruvian, what I like and what I don't like on it. So right now I have this barbell attachment on this thing, and it has these quick release clips, which are cool. They kind of show you how it works. So it just has this little thing here, you can see, pull it back, and you basically just push the thing in and it's attached. These pieces are cool. They make it quick for like fast, if you're doing a class or a program where you need to switch attachments quickly and easily. If you play in your own workouts, the speed isn't that big of a factor. They can be a little finicky, and the one big complaint I have about these, they work well, they hold well, I've never had one come undone on me, but the big complaint I have is they're anchored to the equipment. So this one is attached to this bar. So if it got messed up, I'd have to cut the cable on this, get a new one or whatnot. So they're not very replaceable if they mess up. On top of that, if you look at these, and you can look up closer images online, but there's these screws on this cap. Like this cap is plastic, but that could break if you accidentally step on it or something like that happens. Then you're screwed there. I think you can replace them, but if you look at it, there's these screws on here, okay? And when I first got it, the screws were loose, and there's this little top lid piece on it. And when that happened is I couldn't get them undone because it didn't allow for enough range of motion within the mechanism to release the component. So I was like, God damn it. It was the first week I had it and that happened. So make sure you check these screws. Make sure you use a screwdriver that won't strip them, but check them regularly if you're doing a lot of weights and stuff like that and using the machine a lot, which you should be, but to make sure they're not loose because you don't want to get your equipment jammed there. And the other thing that's annoying is there's these little, if you look at it where these cables attach, these cables go into this piece and there's a little cap inside this. And I had this happen where the cable pushed up, the cap is like a manhole cover, right? It's round, so it won't fall down in the hole, like it fits into its spot. It's got these grooves along the edge, but it was stuck in there. So the cap was vertical instead of flat, and the cable was running, the cap should be like this, freeing the cable, but the cap turned like this, and the cable went up like this, and the cap kind of tilted, and the cable got stuck. So it was just a hassle trying to figure out how to get the cap to go back down, figure it out. I had to call support. They were helpful, but it's just one of those pieces that it works, it functions all right, but it has, I think, just a few too many components to it that it's inevitably gonna fail or break over the long term. So Vitruvian, you're listening to this, you're watching this. These are cool, they're innovative, they're proprietary, but make some universal fit pieces. Make some pieces and components that probably don't require as much money and design process and proprietary design on your end. You can make that cheaper and make the machine cheaper. And then also that makes it easier if something does break, someone doesn't have to go back through you and keep spending their money. I know you're a startup company. Hopefully it's something that you evolve in the future, because I think that would take the usability of this machine up dramatically to have just better, higher quality, more efficient, more durable pieces on these attachments to the machine. And even you even have these same pieces right here down on the machine itself. I can't pull it up because the machine's on, but you have the same type of piece there. So the same issues present themselves there. So just make it a little more modular, a little bit easier to where if it does break, the average person could figure it out or could order some piece online. Of course, you gotta have your preferred vendors because we're dealing with loads and tension here. So you don't wanna buy some cheap product that will fail, but just durable, simpler. I think that'd make the machine more effective. And yeah, so I see this evolving, not a big problem, but that's one thing I would change with these attachments over the long term. So let me know what you think about this in the comments below, and catch me in the next video. But also, if you want to get the Vitruvian machine, I have a link below. Click that link to get your machine through this. And if you have any more questions, let me know. All right, peace.